Hello everybody, in this video we talk about Tsareena in Pokemon UNITE. This is, as you can see, a melee all-around attack Pokemon. Now this is one of the Pokemons I decided to main. Basically I want different variations, one for each category kind of, so I can actually switch, depends what other teammates are actually choosing. Now it's recommended to be with her at the bottom. Based on my experience, she needs to farm quite a lot at the beginning to be strong, because in general she is kind of squishy, but she can be very, very strong, just more close to the mid of the game, especially after you get, for example, your stomp and of course your ult. Now when playing bottom, because the extra minions, I was able to actually rank them faster, I get more XP. Of course, if you do well at the beginning, I can rank up faster, and this is crucial for my character, because otherwise, without having, for example, Stomp or the triple kick, but I use Stomp personally, I won't actually engage. Unless, depends of course on the situation, where there is slow or somebody just make a bad play, I will probably engage, but otherwise I won't. Now in terms of item, depends on what my teammate is actually using. So if they're using slow, I probably won't take slow, but in general slow is very good. You can actually protect yourself, you are being overrun by opponents. It's very, very good, especially in team fights, or if you early on want to get some kills and punish enemies. It's very good, especially if you synergize well with the jungle. When it comes, maybe there are several enemies, maybe others try to just score a goal. So they use another item, you can actually punish them, put a slow, and try to eliminate them. So then it's very, very versatile item. So right now, lately, I decided to use slow in many situations, unless again, my teammate is actually using it, so I just switch before the fight, of course. Now, as of the time of making this video, I tried different ones. Of course, a different recommendation depends, for example, if you want to go jungle, right? But usually I do bottom lane. I chose Body Barrier, where I'm just going to read the description. When the Pokemon uses its Unite move, that Pokemon and their nearby ally Pokemon with the lowest HP are each granted a shield equal to, again, depend of course on the level, but 20, 30, 40% of their max HP. The other one that I decided to use is Razor Claw, the one in the middle. The one that I told you, by the way, is on the right. The one in the middle now is Razor Claw. After the Pokemon uses move, its next basic attack deals a minimum of 10, 15, or 20 damage. The higher the Pokemon's attack, the more this damage increases. When this item is held by a melee Pokemon, this basic attack also decreases the movement speed of opposing Pokemon for a short time. The last one is Muscle Band. When basic attack hit, the damage is increased by 1 to 3% of the opposing Pokemon's remaining HP. Now, of course, we will try different variations, but basically, right now it allows me to get to Ultra with it, and I'm happy that, I got there. Of course, my goal to get to Masters, because I'm relatively new, but still, I'm sharing my experience, what I used in order to get there, and this is the item I use right now. In general, I prefer, of course, being with my teammates, and this Body Barrier allows me to support my team. I need to make sure that I'm not distracted with my ult, so usually I wait for the battle to begin. I make sure that hopefully I won't get discovered, and I initiate it near my teammates so they get shield as well. Now, of course, another good thing when I activate it, sometimes if I want to just get away quickly, and I don't have the slow, I just really want to move fast, I just activate it against a Pokemon that if I wasn't able to eliminate it, or in a kind of bad situation, it give me extra speed, so become very, very fast. I can just move out to safety. So I can use it to disengage as well, but of course the goal is to use it to defend me and my teammates and eliminate other Pokemons. But to make the best of my character, I need to make sure that I get XP fast. I punish everything that I can. I need to make sure that I engage, eliminate enemies, and get my XP fast. If not, it's be very, very hard for me to perform, especially when I'm not taking the extra XP and I'm relying on the slow. This is very important. So sometimes I change my playstyle, depends on the item that I use, and of course depends on my teammate, and if the jungle visits the lane often. This all depends, of course, on the other teammates. Now, because I have my slide, I kind of don't need actually to take the eject button. For those of you who don't know, the eject button, you can move to a specific direction immediately, and therefore avoid getting hit, and many actually use this. So because I have this slide, and if I'm cautious, I can use this and I can take something else with me. As I told you, it's either healing or smoke. But again, lately I'm using this one, which is the white smoke, which slows enemies. Very, very versatile item. Now regarding combos, I'm still working on it. Again, I'm new with her. So basically there are different combos which you can use, like the initiator combo, for example, or the sustained damage combo, or the ultimate combo. Both allows you to do well. The thing is that when it comes to comboing with 3 basic attacks, standard attacks, usually it's very hard unless the enemy is kind of very slow, stuck. But usually at the time hitting those 3 and the other one, basically 4, take quite some time. So basically it doesn't work that well based on my experience. But when it comes to, for example, initiator combos, like pushing enemies back, or using the ultimate combo, this can work very, very well, and I use them. So I still need to practice it and make sure that I kind of can execute it very, very fast and use those combos that actually fit the situation and the build. And I'm going to try different builds. But overall, even without actually being like controlling this well, I was able to do very well with her. And yeah, but again, still, I need to practice a lot. Now, in terms of my best counters, from what I read, those who can counter me well are Venusaur, Snorlax, Wigglytuff, and Gengar. I hope I pronounced their name right, by the way. I'm new to Pokemon. Excuse me if I get the names a bit wrong. But in general, I find myself being able to deal with even them overall with success. Again, I just need to make sure that I have the advantage, but that's the key. Try to make yourself in an advantage and, of course, engage in team fights preferably. But of course, I can do this alone against any opponent so far. Maybe it's going to be harder later on, but so far I'm doing pretty well. Of course, there are Pokemon that can be very durable, like Crustle, for example, or Greedle. But even with them, give it just the right time without anybody interfering, I can deal with them as well. So overall, I'm very satisfied playing with her. I really enjoy it. Of course, there are many situations where things get out of control, and I need to make sure to fix it. So sometimes, for example, when I see the player with me playing really, really bad, sometimes I just change the location and try to force a different strategy. So the enemies will move to a different location, try to push the top lane, for example. And of course, understanding the level of the enemies, which one I'm facing against, the location, the mini-map of both their teammates, try to get as much information as possible, and then I can do really good with her. Now, in general, I do recommend finding a teammate we can play regularly. For me, it's hard. I try to find somebody that, but usually if you are in a game, you can actually add a friend, and those who actually invested in a game in high rank, probably those players actually play a lot. So try to add them as a friend and play with them, because I see many people just complaining on Reddit, for example, about all the mistakes that others are doing. But the best thing to avoid it, I mean, and I'm talking about, of course, your teammates' mistakes, we don't care about the opponents, is make sure that you find ones that you can actually communicate with, and those who are actually dedicated to the game, and you probably will find a good team to play with. This is important in order to, of course, get the wins. And I found out that single-handedly, unless really the other team are making silly mistakes, I can like win it by myself. Of course, I can do really well, and in some situations can get lots of kills. Like in this game in Ultra, for example, I got I think like 20 something kills, 23 kills. But again, it really depends. So I don't know how exactly the ranking works, by the way. But in many situations, I need to make sure that I play correctly, because in many situations, I won't be able to just carry the entire game. It won't happen. It rarely happens. And again, of course, it's a very, very strategic game, so it's not about just the kills. I can get many kills. I got many kills in one game, and actually we failed. We need to make sure, of course, to score and understanding where the enemies are located. Just make sure to control the battlefield from start to the end, and make sure, for example, not to lose the last fights at the end. Yeah, try to make sure that we are doing good choices throughout the round. It's only 10 minutes, so every second count, and this is why this game is so intense, and you need to make sure that you minimize all the mistakes in order to make the best out of your Pokemon, and of course help your team to win. So this is it. I hope you enjoyed this fun. If you want to play with me, let me know, because I'm searching for other players to play with. And I'm going to continue, of course, to practice, get better, try other characters as well, and enjoy this amazing, amazing competitive game. So thanks for watching. See you on the next video. Cheers. Bye-bye. That's how bad we are. Come on, we don't have time. Jesus, 5 seconds, doesn't matter what we do.
3, 2, 1.
Hopefully we win, but you can see that even if I delete the entire team, they play bad. I don't know what to do anymore. This is why I need to get strong, you see, because I can't rely on anybody. Finally. Finally. Yeah, of course I should get it. How many kills I got there? 22.